Tmux. It's going to let me interact with the page. Come on. There we go. Alright, so let's just update the room. And let's join the room. God, this loads awfully. Right, Tmux practice machine, start machine. Tmux is known as a terminal multiplexer that allows you to craft a single terminal however you need it. Here is a machine you can use to complete the room if you don't have Tmux installed on your local machine. Also comes with all the code and plugins needed for the future tasks. Right, start the VM and SSH in. Tux at, I need to wait for my IP. So. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10.10.212.127. Let's check I'm actually connected. Oh, these SSH boxes take ages to come on. When you've got like an hour limit, it's a bit annoying. Come on. We'll wait like 5-6 minutes just to even connect to the box. Oh, now I'm getting a connection refused. Then when it finally wakes up, it will connect. Ooh, yeah. Tmux with REmux. Oh, come on, there's no way this is this slow. There we go. Right. Alright. Let's start a new TMUX session, just run the TMUX command with no arguments. First session create will have the name 0 by default. TMUX status bar will be green with the session name on the left, Windows in the middle, and Windows names. Windows in the middle and window names in the middle, host name, time, date, and so on. Let's put this on the left and then this on the right. Cool. TMUX doesn't allow to create of nested TMUX within TMUX unless you force it to when running the TMUX command a second time. Sessions should be nested with care, unset TMUX to force. To change the session name from 0 to boxdev, first learn how TMUX is called. All commands within a TMUX session all start with the TMUX prefix is. By default, the TMUX prefix is Control B. After the TMUX prefix to the hotkeys to change the current Linux session name is Shift $. So we do Control B, Shift $. Is that right? There we go. I did something else then. I did the percent sign, which split it in half. So we change it to box dev. So it's renamed it down the bottom, which hopefully you can see. If there's a need to create another TMUX session within the current one, use the -d argument with the TMUX command to spawn a new TMUX session without attaching to it. In the example image below, the S argument is used to specify the session name for the new session. So we do TMUX. Oh, how do I get rid of that? Good. Alright, so TMUX.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, Skinny. How are you doing? So a new session called try hack me -d.
Skiddy13379 says. Good thanks.
That's good to hear. I don't see what that's actually done.
Thoughts about try hack me? The good and bad?
I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. I haven't paid for it yet. That's the whole point of me doing the info rooms and the freebie rooms. Just I want to make my way through the free content, and then by the time I've exhausted all that, I don't mind paying for it. But yeah, I don't see the point of paying for it while there's free stuff to do, so might as well do it all first. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's quite user-friendly, with the few exceptions where it's just the questions are written fairly strangely. But I mean, yeah, you can get the gist of what's going on, and it's quite comprehensive. There's a broad set of things to go through. Yeah, just general interest. I mean, I'm in a GRC role, so I work in a cyber-related field anyway. But I want to do more offensive practice, so sort of getting my hands on a lot more sort of red teamy tools is always good. I think it's good to have an offensive mindset as well as the blue side. So yeah, this is like just me working through the content. Got no idea what TMUX is, and there's a room for it, so But yeah, I've got a background in programming as well, so like the Python one we just did is fairly easy. So we spawned a new Tmux session without attaching to it. In the example image below, the S argument. Yeah. So we created a new session called Try Hack Me, but where does it say that? Like,
That's very cool. Out of interest, is there any reason you're not doing the pre-security or junior pen testing path, or just because you want to do all the free content?
just the free content. The pre-security and pen testing paths have some free content, but in order to complete them, you need to subscribe because some rooms are paid only. So yeah, I did a couple and then I had to stop. It's because I wanted to do the rest before I spent out for it. So yeah, that's the only reason. I do want to do those two courses, but yeah, I'm in no rush to do it.
Loud, stop bugging you. I work at THM, so sorry for all the questions. D.
Oh no, that's cool. No, that's good to know. I'm quite happy to provide feedback on it and stuff. We found one question earlier. So it was written as else if like that. So obviously that is incorrect. It needs to be elif to work in Python. So I was going to report that in a bit. Yeah, just things like that. Just little tweaks it needs really.
Very right. Which room is this? I'll get that.
It's the Python room. Which one was that? One of them? Where is it? Python. I'm just being blind. Okay. So if you load up the Python room, it's one of the last in. Might be this statement's one. Right. Yeah, that one's got it. And there's it loops. Yeah, so yeah, the logical Boolean operators one. So yeah, that example just has else if instead of elif. Right, so to list all active Tmux sessions, run Tmux with list sessions or the short version of list sessions as is.
Room updated. Thanks again, smile, smile.
Oh, awesome. That was quick. That was very quick. That saved me a submission. Hey. I have to add that to my CV, providing feedback to try hack me. Right, okay, so we can see the Try Hack Me session. That. To list all active TMUX sessions, yeah, so that's what we did. We can see it's attached, the first one. Exiting a TMUX session without closing it can be done with the prefix followed by D. So Control B, D. Okay.
Now that's a good bug fix timeline, jeez.
Yeah, no, it's impressive, isn't it? Like, I have to clip that, like live Try Hack Me updates.
Skiddy13379 says,
Striving to be the best platform expert.
I mean, I've only used Hack the Box, if I'm allowed to mention that. I've only used that like the once, so I've not delved into it. But this so far is definitely the better of the two that I've used. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with it so far. So if we exit, although I've fucking left it, haven't I? So Tmux.
Ah, thank you. The whole team here works really hard to make great guided learning content. Smile, smile.
You guys are UK based as well, aren't you? Try Hack Me. Pretty certain.
Or yes.
Yeah, yeah. Got to represent. So we're doing to reattach to an active Tmux session. Run Tmux with the attach option and T. So Tmux attach T. Try Hack Me. Session should be nested with care. Why didn't that work? And set Tmux to false. I've skipped ahead somewhere, haven't I? Just try new S. Try HD. Okay, it's a duplicate session. So how do we go into it? Exiting a Tmux session without closing it can be done with the prefix followed by D, which we did and it quit out. Checking again with Tmux command, ls command attached is missing from both sessions. This means sessions are active, but we are okay, great. So Control B, D, and then do the Tmux ls. I can see one attached, or one not attached, and it closed my box dev. What? Oh, and it renamed it from. It renamed my box dev thing. BD shift dollar. Right. Box dev. To reattach to an active session, run the Tmux with attach option followed by T. T. Try it. So why doesn't it let me do that? So you have to come out of it and then go into it, and then you can Tmux ls and I'm attached to it. I don't get why it's closing my box dev though, because it's not doing that on the demo. Like, if I do BD on mine, it just ends it. What else do we do? So, delete a single session. Tmux. Kill session. I mean, it's not going to work because box dev's already dead. Yeah. Anything open in that session will be lost if it's not saved before killing the session. In the example below, there are many sessions open. Another way to swap sessions without having to detach and reattach to another session is to use the prefix followed by the S key to list all open sessions using up or down arrow keys to navigate to the desired session. We do Control B, S. Why doesn't this work? Control. Oh. Fuck is that done? Okay, so change the session name 0 to Tmux without having to leave the Tmux session. Let's just add another one again. I want to have one to switch to. So do Tmux new S box dev -d. Oh, new. So if we try that, Control B S. Why is it frozen now? Yeah, it's not, it's just having a funny 5 minutes. What? I don't think it likes my laptop control buttons. THM list sessions. That's the same as the LS. It won't do it. The control BS is BS. It doesn't do anything. I don't want to split the panes, I want them to... Oh, I wonder if the Kali keyboard is making me do a different key. That might be it. Shift 5. No. I'll do the split, okay? It keeps hanging. In the 5 active sessions above, if there was a need to kill all sessions except for a single one, use the -A argument to close all sessions except the one specified by the T argument. Closing all TMUX sessions except the one named is OK, check with TMUX this session. When splitting the session into different sized panes, which is covered in more detail in a later task, the new pane will spawn in the directory that the TMUX session was first started in. To change the base starting directory, you must first learn about the TMUX prompt in command mode. TMUX prompt must allow TMUX sessions to run TMUX commands without the TMUX binary name, useful when the terminal has been filled with other text. Enter the TMUX prompt with prefix shift. Get it. Control B, shift. Shift. No, still not having it. It's frozen again. Arrgh. Do the Control and B keys need to be held down the whole time with every command to work? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Ah, so you just trigger the thing. Then you can switch. Ah, cool. So then Control B, S. Got it! Okay, right. Now I don't feel as fucking stupid. How to start Tmux with the session with the name THM. Tmux, new. What was the thing? THM? I just need to get the right thing. Is it A? S? Yeah. How to change the current Tmux session name. Control B D? Control B Shift $. How to quit a Tmux session without closing the session. Attach back later. That was Control B D. That was the one. How to list all Tmux sessions. Tmux ls. How to reattach to a detached Tmux session with the attached name THM. Tmux dash T. No, fuck, what was it? Tmux reattach one. How to reattach to a detached Tmux session with the session name of THM. Let's try him. Run Tmux with the attach option and T followed. It's that, isn't it? Tmux attached. But that's not the answer format. How to create a new TMUX session from your current TMUX with the name Kali. TMUX new a Kali. Then what's the last bit? To create a new TMUX from your current TMUX session. Dash D. Although this one doesn't make much sense. Like, Control B Shift. To change the base starting directory, you must learn about prompt or command mode. Prompt allows TMUX sessions to run the commands without the TMUX binary name, useful for when the terminal has been filled with other text. Control B, Shift. Followed by attach C Why is it frozen again every time? Retry it. Update. It gives me the attachment though. Attach C dev THM. Let's just try what the thing was. Creating a new pane starting the TMUX shell directory. It doesn't start a new pane. Okay, yeah, it is. So the new panes that I open will have that thing in it. Even though the start TMUX doesn't allow nested TMUX within a TMUX, attaching or starting a new TMUX session on the other computer by an SSH connection can make a nested TMUX. Not a problem, just changing the number of prefix users used before the following command can determine which session gets the command. Prefix, prefix, and command. This will be run on the second nested TMUX session of the SSH Ubuntu machine. And this will run on the first TMUX session. Are there more ways to exit Tmux? Yes. Is Tmux case sensitive? Yes. Within a Tmux prompt or command mode, how would you change the Tmux directory? Where a new window of pane will start. How to change the session name of the second Tmux session. What's the name? It's Tmux. T? What the fuck? Need to use Control B for every Tmux session. Okay, so double Control B. How to get into Tmux prompt to run type Tmux commands. What's that one? How do you force kill the Tmux session name if it's not responsive? I mean, I'm just pressing Control C. What's the answer there? Kill session. So use A to close all sessions except the one specified with T. THM. This is a how to reattach to a detached Tmux session with the name THM. That's like the worst hint. Current session name without. How to reattach detach TMUX session. TMUX attach T triacme. What's the thing, right? Dash T. Is that right? TMUX A. That's... TMUX. So TMUX A T box dev. Okay. So A is just shorthand for attached. It'd be nice if that was in there, because they did it for the other hint above. How to create a TMUX session from your current TMUX session with the name Callie. So this was TMUX new T Callie dash D. Let's try that again. Dash S dash, yeah, so not T, dash S. Within TMUX prompt or command mode, how would you change the TMUX directory where a new window or pane will start from the change directory of opt? So this was the last thing we did. It was what was the attach thing? Control Shift attach C A C and then opt. How to kill all TMUX sessions except, should be not accept. Hey True Pangolin. Yeah, that should be.
Tree Pangolin says.
How you doing, my friend? So this session, get rid of that now because the Skiddy fixed it. That one. Should be accept. TMUX kill session dash A? No. T mates.
Not too bad, Epoch Chandel you.
Not too bad, eh? We're just trying to find out about Tmux and how to use it. Whee! 120 points. Alright, let's keep going. Within the current Tmux session window, Tmux panes are used to divide the current session into multiple sized terminals that allow multiple commands to run within the same session window. To split the currently selected pane horizontally, do the prefix followed by a shift. Don't quote. So, Control B, Shift A. To split the pane vertically, do the prefix followed by a shift. To exit the exit command can be used to close the currently selected pane. To move to another pane within the same window, do the prefix followed by an arrow key. That's quite cool. The main problem with this method is sometimes when using the arrow key, for example, to move terminal cursor box, you could move to another Tmux pane instead. To resolve the issue, the prefix followed by O, this can cycle through all panes. This has the added benefit of a line cursor not escaping to another pane. So Control B, O. Oh, so you just have to keep doing O. Just flick through the list. To swap between the most used panes, Control B semicolon is the better option. Oh, cool. If a Tmux pane isn't responsive and Control C isn't resolving the issue, force, close, or kill the currently selected Tmux pane with the prefix and X, then Y to confirm. If killing the pane was a mistake, use the N option for no instead. So do Control B, X. So no. Managing the placement of panes can change the layout without having to exit panes or create new panes. To move the currently selected pane in a clockwise rotation, do Shift. What's that? Curly brace. So config. So Control B. Oh, that's quite smart. That cow doesn't work. All other panes will move clockwise with the currently selected pane. To move the currently selected pane counterclockwise, do the opposite curly brace. Why isn't it doing anything? This thing crashes more than it does anything useful. Another way to manage the pane location is with 5 built-in layouts. This can be done with a prefix followed by escape or escape key and the desired option 1 to 5. Note the layout result depends on how many panes are currently open. So cycle through the built-in pane layouts one at a time, do the prefix with a spacebar. You can also alternate using a clockwise or counterclockwise option if there are only 2 panes on the current Tmux window. Lastly comes to managing panes. There might be a need to swap places between 2 panes, and cycling panes doesn't create the desired pane layout. This still fucking crashed. I don't know. Before swapping, you can identify pane numbers with Control BQ. At least you could if the sodding thing actually fucking worked. There we go. Oh, it's super laggy, what the hell? Cool, okay. Also provides the size of each pane. I like how the cow and parrot commands don't work as well. That's another thing that needs fixing. I guess it's ASCII art. Yeah. Got to go into that to get the sodding thing up. Yeah, they're just doing it from this current directory, which is bullshit. It should be cat ASCII cow. Alright, for the swap pane panel example, it would done with Tmux prompt. Oh yeah, I wanted to practice the layouts, didn't I? So cool. To swap places with another pane, select the other and select another open pane. Instead of currently selected pane, have the T destination pane first with the panel you want to swap with, followed by S source pane. So we name. How do you get that option to come up? It doesn't say how to get you to type down there. What's the... That's time, dot time. T. It's the same one to rename it, isn't it? Shift $. Oh no, there we go. Shift colon. Swap pane dash S to dash T 0. Cool. How to create a new pane split horizontally? Let's Control B Shift 2. No, sorry, percent. Oh shit, percent. Shift percent. How to close Tmux pane like closing an SSH session. Exit. How to create a new pane split vertically. Control B Shift 2. How to cycle between Tmux pre-built layout options, starting with option 1. Control B. What's the thing? What's the hint? Escape, not escape. How to cycle toggle between Tmux layouts one at a time. Control B space R. How to force quit a frozen crashed balked pane. Control BX. How to move between the two most used Tmux panes. Control B.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, Cold Randall 404. How are you? Can you use the arrow to move to a desired pane? Yay, nay. Yay. How to move the currently selected pane clockwise. Control B Shift. Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? Yeah.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going good, sir. about halfway through the TMUX REmux room. So, bit of trouble to start with. I didn't realise you can just do Control B, then take your hands off keyboard, and then do the other inputs. It's I was like mashing them all together and like pressing like 7 keys at once and wondering why it wasn't working. Before using swap pane, how to check which pane has what number? Control B. What was it? Q. How to swap 2 panes and move the swapped pane within TMUX prompt 1 to 3 location. Swap panes. Source 1, target 3. How to swap 2 panes without changing the currently selected pane location. Same again, isn't it? T1 to 4. Alright, this is like never ending. Right, 224 points. Managing TMUX window. This is the room, by the way, if you want to do it. I put it in the title.
Success.
Web link.
TMUX windows are like a new terminal tab that you can easily swap from and more. What? To create a new empty TMUX window to work on, do prefix C shown with the new window number and name. Note the currently selected window will be marked with an asterisk or wildcard star. At the end of the current window name, .tee must be at least 1 minute. What?
Thank you for the subscription.
Oh, thank you for the sub. You get to use my face as in the chat now. I do need to, this reminds me, I need to do some more emotes. And I've got all the animated slots to do up as well, so I need to come up with some animations. Might do that on stream, we'll see. Just start cropping my face out of pictures. Note the current. I can't remember anything I just did. What's the. There we go. Right. Control B, C.
Code Runner 404 says.
How long do you learn cybersecurity?
I've been working in the role for about 8 years or 9 years. So I've been doing it a little while. But I just wanted to sort of have a play around with TryHackMe. So I've done a little bit of offensive stuff just sort of for my own benefit. But I don't do pen testing. I'm a blue teamer. So yeah, it'd be nice to sort of do a bit more sort of on the pen testing side. Yeah, just to sort of be able to do it, I guess. Like, been doing it long enough to get this bad boy. So if you've just chatting for a sec. Got to know you open this thing. Yeah, look at that. Hey. Yeah, I've gone through the process of getting certified in a few things. But yeah, nothing on the offensive side. So ultimately, I'd like to be able to go for the OSCP at some point, which again, this is good practice for eventually. What about yourself? Yeah, what sort of background have you got in it, and sort of where do you see yourself heading? Okay, so it's down the bottom. Change the name of the current window. Do prefix, comma. Right, rename window. Tmux, REmux. Oh no, the recon window has been cluttered with multiple panes and can't view the nmap output. Detach the pane into its own window, move the desired pane to its own window, then prefix shift bang. What was that? I can't.
Hirakai says,
I'm such a buddy.
Hey Nick, how you doing? Have you tried this Tmux room? It's a right joke. It's like there's loads going on. Seems to like use every single key on the keyboard to do some kind of hotkey.
I don't recall doing this room.
Yeah, it's an informational, so it's definitely fucking harder than the other ones I've done so far.
Is it jacked up?
I mean, it's just hard. You need to remember like loads of like all the keybinds. I found a few spelling mistakes as well in it, and typos, like this sentence structure doesn't really make sense. You should have seen it earlier as well, like it tells you to use this prefix, the Control B. What that actually means is you press Control and B at the same time, then you let off the keyboard, and then you do the rest of it. So like Shift, exclamation mark, or whatever the thing is. What I was doing, because it doesn't make that clear, it's like in the first couple of tasks I was like fucking, my hands were like this trying to press all the buttons simultaneously and it wasn't working, so I was like, what the fuck. And then the first question was, do you need to press this at the same time? Like you answered it, I think I said yes.
That would have pissed me right off.
So I said yes to that question, and it came up incorrect. So it's like, oh shit, you can just like Control P and then do it, and like yeah, after that I got onto it. I was like, why isn't that in the documentation? Why is that the first question after reading like 20 pages of wordage? Oh well. So I retyped the window name. It's like here, I've just done this section, and now it's like here's a load of shit in all these things, which I haven't got anymore because I've just done this bit. I do bash. Oh, it's right. Dash T. Session should be nested with care and set. Now I've got two called TMux REmux. Cycle between windows can be done with prefix N or prefix P. So, there we go. Right, that makes more sense. Okay, so I can cycle between the three windows. Another method to switch between windows is to use prefix W. Okay, and then you can select them. Cool. Moving back to Recon window, we see that the Nmap pane has been moved. There's more room to work. If a Tmux window has been balked, it needs to be terminated quickly. Killing the window will also close any panes open within the currently selected window, or kill to close a Tmux window to do prefix shift and followed by Y to close the window. So if we do Control B, Shift ampersand, kill close window bash. No. Don't want to remove it. To join different windows back into one, it's going to be done with the window name or number. The command is run with tmux prompt or command mode. Press prefix shift, comma, semicolon, I guess I know what that is. Then the prompt join pane T window or join pane S window name, where source name target. Okay. How to create a new empty Tmux window. Literally can't remember, I've just done it. Right, that one. How to change the currently selected window name, so it's that, put that. How to move the currently selected pane to its own Tmux window. Ugh. Exclamation mark, not the number. Oh yeah, I remember now. So Tmux shift bang. How to fuse two panels together with the source. It was fuse panes, join pane. With the source, window of bash. How to fuse two panes together with the destination. So T sudo. What option can be added with question 4 and 5 to fuse together vertically? Not a fucking clue. Dash V and dash H. So dash V dash H. With the join pane, you can use the window number instead of the window name. Yay. How to kill or completely close a window, including all panes open if it's unresponsive. Control B. Oh, what was this one? It was like Shift ampersand. You'd have to be using Tmux every second of the day to like embed this into your memory. How to view and cycle between all Tmux windows for the current Tmux session without detaching from the current session. W control W. How to move back to previous Tmux, control pre. I missed the B off that, so it should have been control B next. And a Tmux copy mode. Copy mode can be used to scroll up and down the page if the text is larger than the length of the pane, or window size. To start copy mode, type Control B square bracket and a number will show up in the top right corner of the current pane.
The dirty pipe.
The Control B a number will show. Okay, there. Exit copy mode with the Q key. It's like Vim, but for fucking shell windows. The stupid thing is, if I like just create a new one, I've just closed it, fuck's sake. But yeah, if I create a new terminal, I can literally just do like put some rubbish in there, and then I can like where is it? View, split vertical, split horizontally. Then IF, split horizontally. Like I can do all of this, but without Tmux. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the point of Tmux is.
Nightbot says,
You can change your TDS voice here. Web link.
When manually searching through the block of text to copy, it can be easy to miss This can be quickly solved searching up and down the page. Search up the page with copy mode. Type Control R, of course, and the search term for the string to search for. Search down the page is the same basic idea, however, done with S instead of R, again of course. While holding down Control, retype S to jump to the next string location. So Control B. While in copy mode, how to search grep the wall of text. While in copy mode, how to search grep down. Like, why S and R? What's the fucking point? Use S again to keep searching down. Use R again to keep searching up. So these the wrong way round. It just accepted the answer anyway. How to exit search. Escape. What single key can be used to exit out of copy mode? Q. After starting copy mode, how do you enable text highlighting for the text copying? Formatting mode. Control spacebar. After selecting the text you want to copy, how would you copy it? Copy all the highlighted text with Alt W. This is like learning fucking Vim. How to paste. Paste with Control B, close square bracket. How to double check what is currently copied to the Tmux clipboard. Shift hash. Oh. Oh my Tmux and beyond. The last 4 tasks have covered commands of how to use Tmux with its defaults. Tmux by default doesn't have a default configuration file. That doesn't mean you can't make one before crafting a custom config. It might be a good idea to show all the options for the defaults with Tmux show G argument for global. Oh, fuck off. Gotta actually be in it. To go Tmux, show G. Set G status to modify the color of the status bar.
Hirakai says.
Less than 3 Arasak, Miaj beer, smoked out Arasak, Hugh Arasak, bang Arasak, love and
Saw JB's on earlier. Is he still going? I'll probably prep a raid for him in a sec. Yeah, he is. So let's finish this room then and we'll send everyone his way. So, only got this task to go. Tmux have a default console? No. Where can you find examples of custom Tmux?
I just got back like 30-ish minutes ago. Traffic was terrible.
Oh shit. Haven't you got like a stupid commute? Like is it an hour long or something? It's probably not that stupid. Custom config. That one. Find the Tmux directory. Note if Tmux is installed as user local Tmux, this directory may not be installed. User share. This doesn't make any sense. Where the fuck did it say that? It's literally not in the guide. Can you use hex colors in place of color names? Yeah. What directory must the Tmux config be put in to work with the next Tmux session? This I just had. So home. How would you update Tmux changes without quitting the Tmux session from a Tmux prompt? Using the shorthand of the current user's home directory or some home username. Source file. This doesn't fucking show you anything. So reloading the config file within the session, followed by source files, will also be reloaded by closing and restarting a new session. Must be bind, because it's the only friggin' option. How would you change the prefix to Control A? I feel like I need two of these, like just one for answers, one to go back from and a walkthrough. It's literally the only mention of the word quit in the fucking thing, like... Bind or bind key allow adding extra hotkey options without overriding the default hotkeys. Using bind key with pipe and dash to add extra ways to split window. Got to include the source file bit. Yeah. How to completely reset.
Hello Raiders, welcome to MSEC's Twitch channel.
Oh dude, how's it going? I was just saying to Nick I was going to raid you, so you beat me to it.
Less than 3.
How's your stream?
Let's see what kind of things, what kind of technologies we might be looking at. So we need to go to builtwith.com,
Thank you for the follow.
usps.com.
Thank you for the follow, Flip my bit.
Let's log in so we have our user capabilities.
Yeah, we're currently just going through the TMUX REmux room. Just on the last couple tasks, and some of them are pretty hard. This is like an informational room, so it's supposed to be like the easiest of the lot, and it's pretty tough. Especially for a tool that I've never ever used, and it's like trying to teach you every possible hotkey. How to completely reset Tmux to its default and kill all sessions if Tmux conf is borked. This looks about right. It's not going to be that one, is it? Oh, it is.
Cheers 11 says.
Little Twitch wouldn't let me join on my phone. I'm here near you.
What? How come it wouldn't let you join on the phone? Is it? I don't know if I've got. What am I up to? I'm just doing the Tmux REmux room.
Spear smoke down.
So it's a bit of a pig, to be honest. The last couple ones have been redonkulous.
Musek says.
Web link.
How would you change the prefix to Control A? Yeah, like I said, I've never ever used anything Tmux related before. There you go. How would you load a plugin into Tmux config file? I would literally just be like handheld through the documentation if this was me. I was saying to Nick earlier, like, instead of using this, like why wouldn't I just split my terminal and just like why would I can just use my mouse to click between the two? Why would I use hotkeys to do it? What's the point? So I was a bit confused as to why Tmux existed. But the only good reason for it is to have different shells. You can do that in Z shell anyway. So yeah, what we're doing, plugins. Okay.
Strode 19 says.
One beauty of Tmux is if you lose your SSH to the box, you can SSH back in, Tmux attach and keep your session running in there instead of losing it on crash.
Yeah, no, good point. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, so I guess that's a good benefit. You just have a background process running that you can always reattach into.
Cheers 11 says.
Wow, I had to restart my phone so I could actually get Twitch to work. Hot processor go burn.
Trying to run some Monero miner on there or something. What the hell is this? Oh, you've got 3, 2, like 8. So got a hint? The option before the Tmux plugin path. Is it that? Set G at plugin. Yeah. How can you run the desired plugin after loading it?
I usually separate my tools by AWS boxes. One for recon, one for testing, and one for low-hanging fruit level.
No, I've seen your setup. It's nice. I haven't got any cloud boxes at all, but yeah, you have definitely inspired me if I go that route.
Hierarchi says,
At Spears 11, it couldn't handle your dabs. Straight short circuit the phone.
I hope you enjoyed my first room. This script was created while testing the TMUX REmux room, where the network interfaces will be checked for OpenVPN connection interface name ton0. If ton0 is up, the user's TryHackMe localhost address will be shown at the bottom right of their TMUX.
Pro this month. Guess it's back to using Ness's community lamau.
No, you instead of that, you need to make your Zap plugin or whatever it was, like turn Zap into a super tool. Hey. Cool. Right, I'm one of these people who've done the room. That was painful though. The last couple were fucking awful. Right, what more we got? So yeah, thank you for the raid. Let's just basically my progress through TryHackMe is just running through some of the free content because I'm a cheapskate and looking at all the info difficulty stuff because I've had a lot of people who've joined with like very little cyber knowledge. So yeah, I just wanted to go through the intro stuff.
The Zap protocols.
Yeah, get on it.
Completely forgot about that Spears smoke down.
So yeah, essentially going through all the info content. I want to have walkthroughs effectively of like all the CVs. We just did the TMUX room. We did the Linux. I did the Windows one off stream, so I need to redo that. But basically have all the foundational content covered, and then go into the easy rooms, and then start smashing through these, and then eventually like into the harder boxes. But yeah, because I'm a cheapskate, just going through the free content. When I've exhausted all the free content, I'm then going to work on the subscriber content, which I need to actually subscribe to do. So again, not much point subscribing until I've done all the stuff that's free, and there's loads of it. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be shy of content for a long time. But yeah, so it's good anyway, just to get people at least interested in the platform, because if you've done the Christmas stuff,
You are someone I have followed for a long time on Twitter. You're amazing.
oh, thanks man. Yeah, if we go, let's just dox my email. If we go to like the public profile, my ranking is now top 5, and all I've done is like a handful of the info sort of difficulty rooms, so which I think is pretty stupid. I think if you're in the top 1%, you should have like done all the hard content. So actually, in reality, like most people that join TryHackMe don't actually do anything, and I found that just by doing the Christmas content. Because if you work through the Christmas content, again, nobody has done it. And as I was going through like the first 5 days, I was in like the top 10% within like the first 5 challenges, which is just mad. So it looks to me like a lot of people join the platform and don't do anything at all, which is just shocking. Like, and it's not hard. It's not like it handholds you through most of these. Like some of them don't even need answers, so you could come through and just like yep, and you'd still be like top 10%. So yeah, that's basically my mission, is just to sort of document some videos on how to do some of the earlier easy stuff, which hopefully if people look at, they'll then do it themselves. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it is now 12 o'clock, or coming up to 12 o'clock for me, so we should probably raid someone else. Let's have a look. I don't have anyone on, so let's see if anyone's on InfoSec streams. Oh, Tiberius is on. Cool, alright, well that's the easy one. Let's raid Tiberius. Cool, alright, yeah, thank you again everyone for the follows and the raids and the subs. That's all incredible. So I'll probably come back on
Thank you
tomorrow.
for the follow.
Thank you again. Yeah, I'm going to go through some of those CVE rooms because those are quite good because they cover specific things. So hopefully it'll be less painful than that Tmux one I just did. Yeah, other than that, I will say thanks and let's go give Tiberius some shit. Yeah, see you guys later.